Hey guys, Declan here again. In today's video, we're going to be going through some really awesome results we've had for a hardwood restoration business. So these guys do hardwood screen and recoating. So not full sanding of the floors, but what they're doing is basically buffing off the old wax that might be dull and faded on floors. They're giving it basically like a polish and then a recoat on top of it to really improve, the color and the appearance of it. So this is a service that's become really popular over the last 2 years or so. We've worked with a few clients doing hardwood restoration ads, and they perform phenomenally, especially because it's still a service that not everyone is offering, and it has a very high ticket price, but it's also a lower ticket price than a full sand or a full like reflooring your home. So it's a pretty popular service. This particular client we're working with here is in the US, and we can see that the time frame we're looking at is from March 1st, 2022 to March 1st, 2023. So we're showing a 12-month duration here, which I think is really important because it's good to see that campaigns can perform consistently month after month after month, not something that's going to work really well for 30 days and then goes absolutely crap the next month. And you're out of pocket. So this is a client we've obviously been working with for well over a year. So for this 12-month period, you can see that we spent almost $7,000. So we had $6,800 in ad spend. And during that time for hardwood restoration, we had 360 new leads come through at an average cost of $18.96. We had a cost per click of 77 cents, which is really good. And then a click-through rate across the board of $1.52. I generally like to keep click-through rates somewhere above 2%. But you'll see as we jump into this campaign, we had a lot of different ad creative testing for this particular campaign. So 360 leads for this particular client. We'll jump into the ad set so we can see the types of audiences that we're actually targeting. What you'll find with this particular industry is that the job ticket price is much, much higher than really any other service that like a carpet cleaning business might offer. So for carpet cleaners, or for anyone who does any form of like floor cleaning, tile and grout, whatever it may be, their cost per lead, anywhere between like $5 to probably $15, is right in that sweet spot. If you can keep it under 10, you're doing really well. But for this particular service, the cost per job is generally anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. I haven't really seen many jobs for this particular hardwood refinishing that have been under $1,000. So for that purpose, the cost per lead is going to be a little bit more expensive. Across the board here, like I said, we've had an average of $18.96, and over the months, we've tested a few different audiences to see what is going to perform the best. So we had some good winners here, and our overall winner, by the looks of it, was this one here that spent over $3,000, had an average cost per lead of $16 that we had coming in. So plenty of leads coming through there, almost 200 leads that came through for this particular audience, which is awesome. So what we'll do is we'll jump into this other audience here and we'll have a look at the type of things that we actually target for hardwood restoration. Okay, so looking in here at this particular audience, we can see that the audience isn't huge. So we've got 52,000 people in the particular audience. That's generally a bit of a cutoff point, like anything below 30,000 and your cost per lead is probably going to increase drastically. But as we scroll down, we can see this particular audience. We're targeting about a 50-mile radius from the client's physical location. So it's a bit further than most people generally travel for their other services like upholstery, mattress cleaning, carpet cleaning, that kind of thing. Generally, that's somewhere like up to 20 miles. But for hardwood, considering the jobs could, quite literally be $3,000 or $4,000, this particular client is happy to drive that extra 45 minutes to have that walkthrough and book that job in, which I think is totally fair enough. Age demographics we're targeting is 28 to 64. You have to think for this particular service, which is more expensive, you want to be targeting adults who can actually afford it. Generally, people under 28, to get them to fork over, potentially $3,000 is going to be a bit of a challenge. We do find that we do get some leads between that 28 to 40 range in this particular area. In most cases, I'd probably run the ads from 40 to 64. The gender we're targeting for this is female. We found really for the most part, for home contract services, females are the most engaged demographic, regardless of the industry that we advertise for. And the people that we're targeting for this, we've got interior design, laminate flooring, hardwood floors, tile, and wood flooring. So people who have shown some form of interest in these particular things. So whether they like pages relating to that on social media, or whether Facebook knows that they've been searching for those particular services. The one thing I'll say for Hardwood is that it's definitely a lot more challenging to get leads compared to, say, carpet cleaning. So with carpet cleaning, there's companies out there who have the exact same ad copy and video that they run in every city across the states and have done. You can't really do that with Hardwood, because the demographics that you're trying to attract aren't the $3 for $99, 3 rooms for $99 carpet cleaning clients. They're not cheap clients. They're people who have money, and they're people who really value their homes. So when you create your ads, you can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ad variations that we've run over that time period. You have to think about what types of videos do they want to see, what types of images do they want to see for their hardwood floors, and what type of messaging do they want to see as well. Because obviously someone who's got a lot of money is going to value different things to someone who doesn't have a lot of money and just wants the cheapest deal. So we can't show you the ads because that's our IP, but if you want us to set up your ads for your hardwood refinishing business, there will be a link in the bio down below that you can click. So overall, awesome results. We can have a look at like this month-on-month results actually. So here we've got from March 2022. We look up here, let's say, let's give a random month, just say January. So January, that's 2022. Say June 2022, let's just have a look at how we're performing. So in June 2022, you can see it was a really good month actually. So I guess this is right in the middle of summer for this particular client being in the States. So we had an average cost in June of $12.50 per lead, and they actually had 48 hardwood leads come through, which is absolutely awesome. If we change the month up and we'll just go flip it to let's flip it to January, which would be right in the middle of winter, because you will notice seasonal differences in terms of when people are interested in having particular services done. If you're a home contractor, you would definitely already know this. Seen January here, so it was a bit more expensive. We had $48 at 17 with 17 leads coming in, and then when we flip it to February, we had 27, so it started to come back in, and now we've got a brand new campaign, totally new structure that we've done for this particular client just to freshen things up. But like I said, overall 360 leads for hardwood refinishing in 12 months. So if you run a hardwood refinishing business and you want these type of results for your business, feel free to click the link in our bio, the description down below, and have a chat. Thanks.